Hold up, son. Word.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And coming right up, we'll see Montreal playing against the Nets. And for Brooklyn, they're working hard to make a push up the standings.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Last game for the Nets, the loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
You know what? The issue that night, the misses became contagious, and the guys lost more and more confidence as it went along.
So the Nets starting five. Conley out there with DeRozan. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Pachulia. And it's Randolph in at the four.
And Harrison Barnes, just a tremendous athlete at that small forward position. I think his strength enables him to guard up and hold his own against power forwards, and coaches love that versatility.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Capella. Ball against Conley. Paul dishes to Capella. Screen by Capella. And Satoransky kicks to Young. Feeds it to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Gay. And now here comes Gay leading the break. A putback.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Screen by Young. Barnes with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Here's Paul. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And, Greg, you look at the versatility of Barnes. He can defend, I think, 3 positions.
And that's what the league is all about now. Switching on picks, much more popular, and with an all-around solid defense.
Oh! Yes! Yes! Incredible leaper, explosive finisher, DeRozan with one of his acrobatic dunks.
Paul against Conley. Barnes left side. Over Gay. And Pachulia pulls it down. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, David?
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team, and they bring a lot of intensity. If we don't respond when they push us, we'll just get bullied all game. They're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
Pure hustle from Barnes in transition there. The way he runs the floor is a thing of beauty.
Young against Randolph. No good on that one. Good defensive work there by Young. For Montreal, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Satoransky kicks to Paul. Over Conley. They get the rebound. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I love the effort there. Refuses to give up on that play.
On the wing, DeRozan. And the Nets miss again.
You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
Over in the corner, Paul. And the 3-ball is good. Paul's got 5.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Conley against Paul. Will it go? It's rebounded by Montreal. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
You know what? That's a problem anytime, but especially on the road where you need to be given an extra effort.
6 to shoot. Capella with a screen on DeRozan. From deep. That shot, no good. And so it's Montreal bringing the quarter to a close with a 7 manager Chris Paul told us about the depth of the...
Our bench is amazing.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of an asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
You've got Young. Chris Paul is out there with Satoransky. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Capella in at the 5, home in the paint. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Rudy Gay. Zach Randolph is out there with Pachulia. Then it's Conley. And it's DeRozan in at the 2. And the Nets adding their own G League affiliate, the Long Island Nets.
Yeah, and the Nets franchise originally, remember, based in Long Island. So nice to have that homecoming. And of course, with young talent development, so critical for this Nets organization. Having that minor league team in close proximity, very valuable.
And Satoransky kicks to Paul. Rejected by Randolph. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Nailed from three-point land.
And Conley has an incredible stroke, especially from deep.
Paul kicks to Young. Here's the screen. Back to Paul. Screen by Young. Barnes with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Young. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
I like to see that. Taking it up strong in traffic.
Outside Conley. Randolph, a screen on Young. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
You know, over the years, Zach Randolph has proven to be the perfect leader. He commands respect, and he gets it from his teammates.
Conley, the pass to Pachulia. And here's Gay outside. It's rebounded by Montreal. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Conley against Paul. Over in the corner, Barnes. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
Conley dishes to DeRozan. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
There's the feed to Paul. Screen by Capella. Young, a screen on Randolph. Here's Barnes. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Picked by Pachulia. Conley kicks to Pachulia. To the paint. Tipped away. That one's good, and the Montreal lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from DeMar DeRozan.
Defensively, you hate to see DeRozan in the painted area. Shoots a high percentage from that area.
Here's Satoransky. DeRozan defending. Barnes screen on DeRozan. Here's Satoransky. And here's Barnes for 3. That'll do it for the first half. Montreal leads by 9. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K
The
Sports
first half in the
Halftime
books.
Show.
This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down the action. Well, for Montreal. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Brooklyn?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many.
And that will wrap.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
And through the first 2 quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver. Well,
here's Conley. Clint Capella is out there with Young. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Satoransky in at the 2 guard. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Montreal leading by 9. Now, one thing about DeMar DeRozan, he lives in the gym.
I mean, people talk about that he's always working on his game. They talk about him in the offseason being in the lab with all different type of trainers. And the results, they speak for themselves.
Picked by Pachulia. Conley, the pass to Pachulia. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Six to shoot. Pachulia with the screen on Capella.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Excellent D there from Pachulia.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Very few defenders in this league feel comfortable with DeRozan coming right at them on the drive like that.
Barnes outside. Down low. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. Passes it to Satoransky. There's the dish to Paul. Over Conley. Capella. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
It's DeRozan with the drive.
DeMar is so dangerous when he's attacking the rim. Great drive.
Montreal leading by 7. Paul outside. Pass to Satoransky. Barnes against Gay. 5 to shoot. And Satoransky kicks to Barnes. Over Gay. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pachulia. And every season we have the MVP conversation, Smitty. When you look forward over the next, let's say 5 to 10 years, who are the guys, the players you think will be regulars in that conversation?
I think the guys, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. Some other guys, I think, Kawhi Leonard, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis. And as long as he plays, Kevin, LeBron James will always be in that conversation. It doesn't look like the end is coming in the next 5 or 10 years.
Montreal shooting their first free throws of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And he's good on the second. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Ball against Conley. He feeds it to DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Nice work on the offensive end by DeMar DeRozan. Nobody can slow him down.
Montreal leading by 6. Paul kicks to Barnes. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Nets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Conley against Paul. Rosen dishes to Pachulia. Count that one. And now just a 4-point Montreal lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Screen by Capella. There's the pick. Barnes outside. He dishes it to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Over Conley. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 7 points.
Because Chris Paul is a pass-first point guard, defenses play off him a little bit, which means he can usually get high percentage looks.
Pachulia the pass to Randall. And Capella sends it back. Barnes against Gay. Here's Satoransky. Screen by Capella. Fires the 3. And it goes at the buzzer!
Digging deep to hit that shot. That shows some serious guts right there.
Oh, man.
Ending this one with a bang.
And so it's Montreal in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Get the pass, attack. Pass, attack. But down there, we got to get stopped.
Dwayne Casey focusing on ball movement, finishing strong, but also getting it done on D.
Yeah, getting stops and then taking care of the boards. It's only working if you get control of the basketball.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. So for Brooklyn now, Rudy Gay is out there with Zach Randolph. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Pachulia. And it's Conley in at the point. Stolen by Randolph. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And here they go. And finished off by DeRozan.
When DeRozan gets to the rim like that, you know how it's going to end.
Montreal leading by 7. Capella with a screen on DeRozan. Capella with the bucket. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Ball against Conley. From the baseline. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 16 points for DeMar DeRozan.
You can't afford to leave one of Conley's teammates wide open. He will make you pay.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Barnes can't get it to go.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
Gay kicks to Randall. Young with the steal. Ball against Conley. Pass to Young. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And it's 6 points for Thaddeus Young.
CP3 moving the basketball around. That's what you want out of your point guard.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Nets with possession here. 9-point game.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. DeRozan leading the charge.
This is no surprise. With his athleticism, DeRozan, one of the league's best at getting to the line.
And he makes the first. Good on both.
And this is what we've come to expect from him. This type of consistency from the line.
Here's Satoransky. DeRozan defending. Capella with a screen on Gay. Here's Paul. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gay dishes to Conley. Outside DeRozan. Pulls it from the elbow. Satoransky grabs the miss. Montreal leading by 7. .29 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Capella. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
That's good from Capella. Timeout called, the Nets. They're down by 10. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Their losing streak had gotten to the point where anybody had to put his foot down. And even though there were other more probable candidates, he's been the one to take over that leadership role. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He said, guys, I know you've worked hard. I know you're a little tired. You got to dig deep right now and find a way. Take a deep breath and let's get it done. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Picked by Pachulia. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
The savvy and body control of DeRozan. It allows him to finish the play through contact and get to the line.
Paul with the ball. 56 seconds left to play in the final quarter. It's tipped. Stolen by Gay. No good on the shot. And it's Montreal the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Barnes with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Stolen by Randolph. And now here comes Gay leading the break. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Long strides Gay takes on the drive is alarming for a defense. Sometimes they have no choice but to foul him.
And Montreal will go for a different look here. Johnson, he's checked in for Young. Mario Hezonja comes in for Barnes. Garrett Temple has checked in for Satoransky. And it's Chalmers in for Paul. Then for the Nets, Plumlee is checked in for Pachulia. Mike Scott comes in for Zach Randolph. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Mike Conley. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lasagna, no good with the triple.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
So we see Montreal get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage.